The F-111 Aardvark is the first production airplane with a variable sweep wing, a wing configuration that can be changed in flight. The wing provided outstanding aerodynamic efficiency. With wings fully extended, the F-111 could take off and land in as little as 2,000 feet. With wings fully swept back, it could reach supersonic speeds at high or low altitudes. At high altitudes, the F-111 could fly more than 2.2 times the speed of sound. At low altitudes, the F-111 could fly supersonic speeds, hunting the ground with its terrain-following radar. The F-111 could also fly transoceanic distances without refueling. The F-111 was developed as part of the Tactical Fighter Experimental TFX. The program was to develop, consolidate, and meet the needs of a supersonic strike aircraft tactical fighter bomber for the USAF and a long-range interceptor for the US Navy. The aircraft, with large, long-range designs, were based on swing-wing platforms. They were developed with two-seat and twin-engine features. Both the USAF and US Navy aircraft versions were similar in design and could carry large warloads at high speeds. The F-111 was given the name Aardvark due to its long and slightly overturned nose. The F-111's Aardvark design features variable geometry wings and is mostly built with aluminum, titanium steel. It has an internal weapons bay and a cockpit with side-by-side seating in escape crew capsule. The aircraft is capable of attacking in all weather conditions and delivering ordnance. The wingspan in full forward and full sweep varies from 16 to 72. The fuselage is made of honeycomb sandwich and stiffened panels, making it a semi-monocoque structure. The F-111 Aardvark is powered by two Pratt & Whitney TF-30 afterburning turbofan engines. The F-111 Aardvark variants include a terrain-following radar system. General Dynamics collaborated with Northrop Grumman for designing the fuselage. The F-111 Aardvark, they were developed with two-seat and twin-engine features. Both the USAF and US Navy aircraft versions were similar in design and could carry large warloads at high speeds. The aircraft is capable of attacking in all weather conditions and delivering ordnance. The wingspan in full forward and full sweep varies from 16 to 72. The fuselage is made of honeycomb sandwich and stiffened panels, making it a semi-monocoque structure. The F-111 Aardvark is powered by two Pratt & Whitney TF-30 afterburning turbofan engines. The F-111 Aardvark variants include a terrain-following radar system. General Dynamics collaborated with Northrop Grumman for designing the fuselage. Fighter is armed with air-to-surface ordnance for the long-range attack. The internal weapons bay under the fuselage could include various weapons. The internal bay could carry Mach 117 Type 340 kilograms bombs and up to Mach 118 1,400 kilograms was cleared. The F-111 could carry various free-fall nuclear weapons such as B-43, B-57, and B-61 bombs. The rangefinder designator and forward-looking infrared FLIR of the PAVTAC allow the aircraft to drop laser-guided bombs on designated targets. The Australian F-111 also carries a reconnaissance pallet with Ka-93 of 4 high-altitude panoramic cameras, Honeywell and AAB-5 infrared linoscan, a Fairchild Ka-56E low-altitude, 2 CAI KS-87C split vertical cameras and video cameras. F-111 crews operated almost exclusively at night in the Gulf War. The aircraft dropped the bombs that stopped the flow of oil into the Gulf after Saddam Hussein opened pipelines to wreak environmental damage during the war. An unarmed EF-111 earned the first aerial victory of Desert Storm when its defensive maneuvering caused a pursuing Iraqi fighter pilot to fly into the ground. The F-111 was also used to drop the first GBU-28 bunker, busting 5,000-pound bombs. The F-111 was a trailblazer for aircraft tech, with examples being its afterburning turbofan engines, sweep wing, and automatic terrain-following radar. With its pioneering characteristics and a top speed of 1,650 miles per hour, this high-speed variable sweep-wing aircraft has earned its place in military history. The F-111 had a relatively high service ceiling of 66,000 feet. Of course, this was helpful on long-haul intercontinental flights, but with the purpose of the F-111 being to enter airspace. The F-111 was a multi-armament bomber with one 20mm 6-barrel Gatling cannon gun and 9 hardpoints. As for missiles, the Aardvark could drop an AGM-69 SARAM thermonuclear weapon or an AGM-130 standoff bomb. With a 100,000 pounds payload capacity, the F-111 could also drop free-fall general-use bombs, such as the 2000 Alban K-84, 750 pounds MK-117, and 1000 Alban K-83. It could also be used to drop cluster bombs, B-43 nukes, among other weapons. One feature that has really secured the F-111's place in history is that it was a variable sweep or variable geometry wing aircraft. This groundbreaking swing-wing fighter jet could sweep back its wings before returning them to their original position mid-flight. This technology allowed the F-111 to modify its shape while soaring through the air. The F-111 was an all-weather attack aircraft, capable of low-level penetration of enemy defenses to deliver ordnance on the target. The F-111 featured variable geometry wings, an internal weapons bay, and a cockpit with side-by-side seating. The cockpit was part of an escaped crew capsule. The wing sweep varied between 16 degrees and 72.5 degrees, full forward to full sweep. The wing included leading edge slats and double-slotted flaps over its full length. The airframe was made up mostly of aluminum alloys with steel, titanium, and other materials used in places. The fuselage was made of a semi-monocoque structure with stiffened panels and honeycomb structure panels for skin. The horizontal stabilizer was an all-moving stabilator. The F-111 used a 3-point landing gear arrangement with a 2-wheel nose gear and 2 single-wheel main landing gear units. The landing gear door for the main gear, which was positioned in the center of the fuselage, also served as a speed brake in flight. Most F-111 variants included a terrain-following radar system connected to the autopilot. The aircraft was powered by 2 Pratt & Whitney TF-30 afterburning turbofan engines. The F-111's variable geometry wings, escape capsule, terrain-following radar, and afterburning turbofans were new technologies for production aircraft. The F-111 featured an internal weapons bay that could carry bombs, a removable 20mm M61 cannon, or auxiliary fuel tanks. For bombs, the bay could hold 2 750-ohm, 340 kilograms, and 117 conventional bombs, 1 nuclear bomb, or practice bombs. The F-111 for the U.S. Navy was to carry 2 AIM-54 Phoenix long-range air-to-air missiles in the bay. The cannon had a large 0.84 round ammunition tank, and its muzzle was covered by a fairing. However, it was rarely fitted on F-111. The F-111 were equipped to carry the AVQ-26 pave-tack targeting system on a rotating carriage that kept the pod protected within the weapons bay when not in use. Pave-tack featured a forward-looking infrared sensor, optical camera, and laser rangefinder designator. Each wing was equipped with 4 underwing pylons. The inner 2 pylons on each wing rotated to align with the fuselage, while the outer 2 were fixed. Each pylon had a capacity of 5,000 pounds, 2,300 kilograms. Various bombs and missiles could be carried on the pylons. Auxiliary fuel drop tanks with 600 U.S. gallons 2,000, 300 liters capacity each could be fitted.